I'm from 90 minutes away-ish, depending on the traffic. And I remember coming to Sparks game as a kid, and my mom would take and I'm just super grateful. There is a level of intensity and work you bring to the table, but really just I'm grateful for this opportunity to show that being one of the best players.
The Las Vegas Aces dynasty is falling apart, and Kelsey Plum just made it official. In her first press conference with the LA Sparks, she didn't hold back, throwing subtle but unmistakable shots at her former team.
Some say over where you wound up as a result of this trade, and you chose the Sparks. What sold you on LA?
The vision. There's a ton of talent in the front court. Obviously, I have a history playing with De'Erica, whom I love, so that was a big part, but also just coach's vision, you know, new coach, new GM, new philosophy, and to be honest, opportunity to lead, opportunity to be one of the best players in the league at a different level and a different scale, and just kind of been chomping at the bit. So preparation, I've been playing high level basketball for a long time, but it's an opportunity.
5 key players have jumped ship, and controversy is swirling around Aya Wilson and Becky Hammon. So what went wrong in Vegas? Why are top players leaving? And is Kelsey Plum hinting at deeper issues inside the Aces locker room? Today, we break down the shocking fallout, Plum's pointed comments, and how this could shake up the WNBA forever.
Proven scorer in the WNBA, but it sounds like you got something to prove running the point. Why is that? Why does that register with you the way that it has in the comments that you made?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, like, I know I've always been able to play make, but my team and like the positions I've been put in, I've played the two. I played off the ball. I played, you know, a lot of, you know, catch and shoot and things like that. But for me, I can put it on the floor, and I know that, you know, the opportunity to have the ball in my hands a little bit more and make plays is something that I'm very excited about. But I know I have and I've worked on. You know, I said it earlier at the press conference, like, people forget I played.
This offseason has been full of surprises, but no one expected Kelsey Plum to make such a bold statement in her first press conference with the LA Sparks. When she said, "I've been treated better than I ever have as a WNBA player," fans instantly knew she was taking a shot at her former team. This wasn't just an innocent comment about her excitement for a fresh start. It was a clear sign that things in Vegas weren't as perfect as they seemed.
Two-time champion. So you're a very proven commodity in the WNBA, so you're going to be counted on to provide leadership. How do you convey leadership to a young team?
I think it's just about consistency, and I think showing up every day. And I remember when I was young, as a rookie, just seeing pros, vets show up consistently and perform, right? And there's no, you know, you can't have an off day when you're a leader, right? It's not about you. And so I think learning that through time, that's been something that I'm really excited to take here to LA. And I know that I'm a little bit of a different style. You know, we talked about it earlier back there. You know, I play with joy. I have a lot of flair to me, but you know, that's who I am, and that's kind of how I've always been. And so I'm gonna get.
Plum had been with the Aces since she was drafted in 2017, experiencing everything from the team's early struggles to their championship runs. She played alongside stars like Aya Wilson, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young. But suddenly, she was ready to walk away, and she wasn't the only one.
This is not going to be an easy road. I know that this is, I probably took the path of most resistance. But that's what's exciting to me, because that's what I've always done, and I've always flourished in that. So it's like the hotter the fire, you know, the brighter the diamond.
When that ball goes up in the air against the Aces, is there going to be a little something extra there for you?
I mean, there's some extra at the pickup game we had today. So, so for me, if anything, there's just love. I'm super grateful for the time.
The Aces have lost 5 key players this offseason, a mass exodus no one saw coming. Kate Martin, Sydney Colson, Tiffany Hayes, Alicia Clark, and of course, Kelsey Plum, all gone. This isn't just normal offseason movement. It's a complete collapse of the team's depth, chemistry, and culture. So, what's really happening in Vegas? Is this just a case of salary cap restrictions forcing tough roster decisions? Or is there something deeper going on? Something that pushed Plum and others to leave? When a team wins back-to-back championships, you expect players to stick around. Winning franchises attract talent, not lose it. That's why it's so shocking to see the Aces unravel so quickly. If 1 or 2 players left for bigger contracts or expanded roles, that would be understandable. But losing 5 key pieces in a single offseason? That's a red flag. Let's break it all down.
Becky, playing with Asia, playing with Chelsea, playing with Jack. I could go down the line of so many players that I played with, obviously winning championships and having great memories. But more than that, just really the ability to be able to develop. You know, I think there was a time where I was coming off the bench, right? And there was a time where, you know, it was a little bit of uncertain about my future in terms of where I could be in this league. And so for me to get that opportunity and to be able to win at that level, I'm grateful. So there's no, you know, anything like that, but life, there's a new chapter and we're here. And
the Las Vegas Aces dynasty is crumbling, and Kelsey Plum just made it official. In her first press conference with the LA Sparks, she didn't hold back, throwing subtle but unmistakable shots at her former team. Plum had been with the Aces since 2017, experiencing everything from their early struggles to their championship runs. PL this offseason has been full of surprises, but no one expected Plum to make such a bold statement. When she said, "I've been treated better than I ever have as a WNBA player," fans instantly knew she was calling out the Aces. This wasn't just about excitement for a fresh start. It was a clear sign that things in Vegas weren't as perfect as they seemed dotted alongside stars like Aya Wilson, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young. But suddenly, she was ready to walk away, and she wasn't alone. The Aces have lost 5 key players this offseason: Kate Martin, Sydney Colson, Tiffany Hayes, Alicia Clark, and of course, Kelsey Plum. That's not just normal roster movement. It's a complete collapse of the team's depth, chemistry, and culture.so. What's really happening in Vegas? Are salary cap restrictions forcing tough decisions? Or is there something deeper going on? Something that pushed Plum and others to leave? Championship teams usually keep their core intact. Winning franchises attract talent, not lose it. If 1 or 2 players left for bigger contracts or expanded roles, that would make sense. But losing 5 key pieces in one offseason? That's a red flag. Is Aya Wilson's dominance a factor? Kelsey Plum's comments only add to the mystery. She didn't just say she was happy in LA. She made it clear she felt undervalued in Vegas. One major theory is that Aya Wilson's growing dominance may have overshadowed other stars. Wilson is the face of the Aces, a 2-time MVP and the heart of the franchise. But did her presence make it harder for others to shine? Plum, known for her intensity and leadership, put up strong numbers: 17.8 points for 0.2 assists and 2.6 rebounds per game. Yet, she was never seen as the star in Vegas. Wilson led the way, Chelsea Gray ran the offense, and Plum's role may have felt limited. With the Sparks, things are different. LA is rebuilding, looking for a leader, and Plum is ready to step up. She even said she's been chomping at the bit for this opportunity. But this isn't just about a bigger role. It raises serious questions about how the Aces are run as an organization. Front office dysfunction and growing concerns. The Aces front office is in chaos. They fired GM Natalie Williams months ago and still haven't hired a replacement. That's unheard of for a championship team. A franchise without a GM is like a ship without a captain, directionless. Who's making roster decisions? Who's handling contracts and the long-term vision? There are also rumors that Becky Hammon wants to take on both head coach and GM roles.